miss out on Odyssey, the 3rd anniversary. I know that Shattuck is going to be there.
That's pretty.
So you don't want to miss out on that. You know, if you're in the region, tune in for that. Yeah, we're gonna get Beastly and TaloHalo. And boy, Talo has been on just, I'm not going to say the run of his life because he has made it this far in a tournament before.
But he has been on a tear.
He is playing better than I've ever seen him play.
Yeah, it's been phenomenal. He has had a very nice bracket. You know, you love to see the Steves for him. But also, you know, at a region Crom is not what I would consider an easy bracket or anything like that. So.
And at that, you know, Kyle's very good.
Yes, and I believe TaloHalo is seeded 16th for the tournament tonight.
And
showed up top 2.
That is
top 3 guaranteed.
Top 3 guaranteed, which is like, you know, I was gonna talk about like the seed performance rating or whatever, but right now it's all about Beastly with the Fox going ham on the Swordfighter.
His Fox is playing pretty tight right now, which is good for me to see as a Beastly fan, because I feel like earlier against Chef, he didn't feel so tight with the Fox. We saw the Incineroar counter pick, which did hella work for him.
Yeah, well, and honestly, Beastly's had a little bit of a mental block against Chef in particular, right? But also, like, you know, against Falco. But I feel like the moment that he can simplify the game plan against that character, the Incineroar just puts in so much work.
It feels like as Fox, sometimes you have to take more risks than Falco does. And that can be very frustrating in the matchup.
And it's all about risk-reward, just like the reward he's getting off of that down air into up smash.
Fox against Swordfighter feels like he doesn't take as many risks. He does do a lot of this hopping around, but he has a lot of very safe buttons. And Swordfighter out of shield is...
Oh, he bonked. And yeah, Beastly didn't turn around with the up B, so it's only the damage, but you take that.
You can afford it. Yeah. You can afford it. He did put good damage on, already almost to 100%. Some tasteful lasers.
Well, and we just don't see Talo get enough time to sort of set up the zone and force the lead that makes people come to you, right? Because that's what he's very good at playing around, but he just hasn't been able to make up that space. Beastly's been all over him. Yeah,
I mean, fortunate for TaloHalo, Beastly still does like to do holding forward, regardless of the situation, but I think he has done such a damn good job of it. It's not to his detriment.
But even then, there's a difference between, you know, kind of holding back when you're down and holding back when you're ahead.
Exactly.
Right? There's a difference in sort of the pace and the confidence that somebody has and the desperation as they come at you. And Beastly just got the single hit up air to finish that.
That did not look like it was going to kill.
No.
I definitely expected Swordfighter to fall back down, and he did. It was just in the background.
Yeah.
Ting! Beautiful.
It was a
screen KO.
It was very Moki. That was a very Moki up air.
Just run off the platform and do it.
And just do the Hayabusa up air.
What are you afraid of? A sword? Pshaw!
Out of shield options from Swordfighter, could not be afraid of that.
Could not be me.
I would not be afraid of that. But TaloHalo now making the stage a little bit smaller, which I think the idea here is, you know, sort of as we discuss in this game a lot, that yes, if you're a zoner, you know, generally, like this build of Swordfighter is, a big stage is good because it's harder for your opponent to get close to you, but more importantly, you get to throw Fox off stage more on a smaller stage compared to PS2, and that's what you want.
You take advantage of that recovery more frequently. You put Fox at his weak spot more often.
Like that. One nair, and Fox in the corner.
Immediately. Oh, gotta respect that jab. Almost got clipped out of his double jump. Could have been nasty, but Beastly slowing it down a little bit.
And this is what most Foxes do when they get out of the range for kill confirms, is they'll be like, all right, well, now I've got to, you know, get like an edge guard, you know, back air near the ledge, something like that. And Beastly does get a sweet nair that takes the jump away from TaloHalo.
Oh, that's an ugly spot to be in. I expected maybe. I love the idea there to cover jump. Because that's a really good, you know, that's a panic.
Particularly the jump to the platform, too, where so many people just autopilot, too.
Right. A lot happened really fast. But Talo getting stifled, but really does not slow down for a beat. Doesn't care that he got reflected immediately on the down tilt.
I know. He took his lumps, and then he was like, all right, I'm still ready to react. You come right at me, and I'm going to hit back.
I love the attempt to up air there, but Beastly recognized he was actually being very cognizant with that back air. Decided to back off.
Now Beastly, I mean, honestly, weirdly, he needs to be cognizant of not putting on too much damage to Talo with stray hits, because he's in confirm percents right now.
Right. Up smash not quite doing it raw, but if you got the nair into it, that would have been just enough. Raw up smash a second time, though. You built up that damage. You're good to go.
That's been more of the style of Fox I've seen from Beastly tonight, is less hunting for the confirms and more, I'm going to get a big hit. And Talo not confident enough to go out there with the down air. Should get the stock here.
You ever see a move and just get nostalgic? You ever see Fox run off, fast fall forward air, and just shed a tear? Ooh, what an up smash. Great call on that high nair. Rising nair, if I'm not mistaken, for Beastly. Very unsafe, but he has a lot to play with here. Clean 2 stocks.
Well, that one punish for that one stock that Talo got in that game 2 was actually pretty emblematic of the way that you do want to play against Fox, is that you're not going to be able to play particularly reactive against him. You want to call him out for bad positioning, right? That's the biggest place where Fox struggles, because his threat zones are very, it's just a plus sign, right? It's straight horizontal, straight vertical, and then around him there is a little bit of diagonal, but for the most part, especially when it comes to burst ranges,
his body comes to you.
Yeah,
right?
the body comes to you.
It's got a diagonal down, but he's flying at you with it, you know? It's not very obtuse.
So like a long distance diagonal approach from Fox is something that you definitely need to get a big call out on, like Talo went for right there.
Yeah, great stall though by Beastly to stay out of it. A lot of damage by TaloHalo right now is good. The struggle that he's running into is that even when he has, you know, a good idea of what Beastly's doing, if he guesses wrong, like you mentioned, you got to do some call-outs here. If you guess wrong as me, Swordfighter, you don't have the frame data to compete with Fox there.
No.
And if you whiff, Fox is whiff punishing you. Oh,
and that's no jump too, so Beastly gets another ledge trap, and that's not Sephiroth.
No, that's not Sephiroth, but that is enough to keep Beastly off him for a second. Oh, what a parry, but the up tilt's not going to reach.
And now it's TaloHalo's up tilt, which potentially could have gotten him the stock and the dirtiest angle of all time.
Yeah, catching the dash away too, maybe trying to get some space between him and a projectile just enough.
Wow!
Even on town, I thought surely the up smash was not going to do it with that high ceiling, but a little bit of rage.
Just a little bit. The layouts twice now have mixed me up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Beastly immediately pushing Talo to the ledge, but now getting fought back. And this is what Beastly's been doing really well, is getting out of disadvantage. Like, he has not let Talo put him in like any kind of vortex or anything.
He's also applied very safe advantage, finally getting, you know, a relatively even back and forth between TaloHalo and Beastly here in this game. But it's all Beastly right now, starting off that combo. Chakram buys some space, but it's the ledge trap time.
Oh, and aware of the up B again. He hasn't been called out by that, but Talo, hold on a second. Anytime Talo gets a juggle, that's where I am the most terrified.
Right, but one trade happens, and even with no hits, you know, being exchanged, that's always Fox's favor here because of the frame data. Goes straight his way. Up smash not going to do it here without the rage. But the up air, still no.
Oh, the helicopter, and he got him shredded with the blades.
He went for the kicks.
This is the only time where it's acceptable to identify as an attack helicopter, because Beastly was all the way up there. Happy Pride, by the way.
Exactly, happy Pride. It's just, oh my goodness, that backer absolutely would have done it, but DI from Beastly actually DI'd in. And crazy enough.
Sometimes the wrong option is the right option.
It's a mix.
You just have to pick the right moment.
You gotta pick.
Oh, and whiffed up smash. See, last time the up smash was really good because Beastly had that long diagonal approach, but that time he was just right up in his face.
And it's just like you mentioned, it is TaloHalo having to make these callouts, and he is going for these callouts. When you guess wrong, Fox just has the data to punish you for it. He has the data also to force you to guess because of his crazy fastfall.
The mix-ups have been amazing from Beastly so far, but Talo still has a fighting chance. 124. You throw the Fox off stage one time. One time. It's all you need.
Yeah, but back to the ledge trap is Beastly. Back air, empty land, and he waits for the response from TaloHalo, but no punish yet.
Oh, and the patience on the approach.
This could be everything.
Oh, but Beastly's just going to take that as a free trip back on stage and back air. They say that move's not a kill move, but